here we are, and we're ready to go on the journey again, I guess.
Got up to the airport for about a 5 o'clock departure to find out a couple hours later that we weren't going to be able to get out.
I hate weather.
So most of the players went out to eat. The bus took them out to eat.
We're here because we're supposed to go to Hartford tonight, but obviously not gonna happen because of the weather outside. They're expecting about a foot of snow up there in Connecticut, so I guess we're just hanging out here waiting to see if we can take off, but I don't think it's gonna happen, so we'll see tomorrow.
Hey, listen up a second, all right? 8 o'clock in the morning, we're gonna meet at campus, okay? Behind Comcast, the league. Our flight's gonna be at 9:30.
And then they went back to campus, and then the rest of our staff went home.
Right now, we're going back home.
We just wasted 6 hours of our lives.
We having a little postponement of all the plans.
What?
Personally, I'm kind of ready to be there. I'm excited, but clearly the weather's not really permitting us to go. So we're going back home for a few hours to sleep and leave in the morning.
It sucks that the weather's bad, but I'd rather be safe than dead.
It's a long process, but we can't control the weather, so.
Everybody got a good night's sleep in their own bed, came back this morning to try it again, pick up on campus at 8 a.m.
You should have been here this morning. My doors were frozen shut.
Let's see, we were up at Signature Airport at about 9 a.m. and then eventually ended up leaving at about 11:15.
We had to wait for like almost 2 hours to de-ice the plane.
Just sitting on the plane for 2 hours, that was probably the toughest thing for me, and I'm only 5'9", so don't ask our post players.
And it took forever. At first they said it could be 20 minutes, then we had to wait so another airplane could get defrosted too. But I was knocked out, so it went quick to me.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready to be there.
I've always heard about planes being de-iced before, and I never really witnessed it. I always just thought, maybe they just put the defrost on like, I do in my car and it just goes away. But it was like a big process. It took a while for ours to de-ice because the pilot said that our plane was one of the first planes there and had to sit in the cold weather, and we had most of the bad ice. But once we got in the air, it was a smooth flight, and we got here in about an hour.
It was a tough road for us here. It's a 45-minute flight, but it took us 2 days to get here.
We had a long day.
It took a lot of hard work and obviously a lot of patience with the weather.
I thought our players and our team, our support staff handled it remarkably well.
Yeah, it's nice to get here. It's basketball. It's basketball season. If there wasn't snow, it wouldn't be basketball season.
Woo! Finally, given what, a little bit of adversity getting here with the weather issues that we had the night before, but it feels great to be here and get our first practice under our belt, and just looking forward to the tip tomorrow against Harvard.
It's just an exciting feeling. Everybody's trying to play their best basketball. It's the biggest stage, in college basketball, and I know everybody's going to be ready to play and ready to go.
My moment was that we knew that NCAA time was the bus drivers back, and then crazy small amounts of space.
When our bus reverses into the arena, stuff like that always gets you going.
Checking our bags and doing that whole security thing again, but just stepping on the floor and seeing all the people having open practices again definitely brought back the memory of it's tournament time.
I would say the arena, definitely, that's where basketball players are made. And so when you get in there and you see the locker rooms and the dry erase boards and the floor, the balls, it all really gives it true meaning that you're getting ready to play and start into the NCAA tournament.
Just being on the court, knowing that the tournament's about to start, man, I'm already feeling good. I'm ready for the game tomorrow. And I'm excited.
I think it'll probably hit me when I'm in the locker room, like when you're like, oh crap, this could be possibly your last game ever at Maryland for me. So that's probably gonna hit me when I play.
Good, way to talk.
The tournament provides just this unbelievable feeling. it's really a culmination of all the hard work and energy that the players put in the off season and the preseason and the weight room, their strength and conditioning, the practices, the non-conference, the conference slate, and then all the hard work and energy that your staff and your support staff put in to be able to help our student athletes be the best they can be. So, this is the ride. This is the fun part, really the result of all the hard work. And now you just want to go as far as you possibly can. It's a dream come true to be in the tournament, and now we want to go as far as we can take this thing.
Scott Kirkpatrick, driving the University of Maryland women's basketball team.
First tournament game, we've been waiting for what seems like forever just to get back out on the court and play an actual game. So just coming out, it was a lot of motivation, a lot of excitement.
Ready to go between Maryland and Harvard. Harvard, the only 16 seed ever to win a game in the NCAA tournament. They try to win one as a 15 against the defending national champs.
We're just thrilled to be here. We haven't been here. None of my players have been in their careers, so we're happy to be here.
Shea Duran.
Everybody in Israel is watching this game right now. We call it the NC Shea tournament.
We recruited Shea. Shea looked at Harvard pretty seriously.
Well, they were my final school with Maryland. Went all the way with them. Obviously what drew me to them was their academics. I thought that was a great academic school. And obviously the chance for them to compete for an Ivy League title every year, so to make the NCAA tournament. They were kind of in the same position with Maryland. I mean, a team that had a lot of potential, but I don't know, just took a chance on Coach B.
Kind of ironic, though, when they announced the pairing, Shea turned back to our staff and was just, amazed.
When I saw that, the first thing I did was turn around to Coach B, and I was like, what are the chances? Like, seriously, it's just come full circle my whole career here. That's how I see it right now. It's just like, how fitting is it to end on hopefully beating Harvard.
I think Shea made the right decision to be at Maryland. I think it's great. She's done a fabulous job. And again, I think it's been fun to watch her grow as a player on a national powerhouse.
That being her last two choices, Harvard and Maryland, it also prepares us because we know, they could have players like Shea on that team and they could play very well.
They're arguably the best offensive team in the country. So what do? Who can answer that question?
All right, got to do 4 things.
You get to control your destiny in this tournament, all right?
Can I say something quick?
Sure.
Coach B missed one thing. There's 5 things we gotta do. I asked my mom when she was at home to bring something, and I did this with my high school team. And the 5th thing that we have to do in order to win in advance, because that's the biggest thing, is to play together and put the team first. So, I have little bracelets, because I'm adorable.
Your mama made it.
No, I told her to. So that's the 5th thing we got to do in order to win in advance.
Thank you, KT.
She gave us these nice little team first bracelets. Pretty much saying that in order for us to win again, we have to put the team first like we did last year.
She gave us this team first rubber band, and I wore it in the game today around my ankle. And just coming from Christy, it means a lot, you know.
The wristbands came from my mom. I told her to get them. I had done this with my high school team a few years back. It's when we were kind of struggling going into the postseason.
I think it's just a mom talking to her daughter and just realizing that that you have to put the team ahead of everything.
This bracelet is, I mean, an example of our team. KT came at like the perfect time, and I don't think we're going to take him off for the whole tournament.
It did come to me as a surprise because, you know, KT doesn't talk that much. So her just saying that, you know, it meant a lot, and just emotionally, just, you know, we're a team, we need to stay together, and that's the symbol she was sending to us.
You can have one. I got to keep one. Get one for yourself.
I was surprised. I would admit it, floored, and you know, I thought I got to tell you, I'm so proud of Christy Tolliver. I thought it took great courage for her to be able to stand up in front of the team. You know, I don't know if we've ever had a player do something like that in the time that I've coached. And, you know, just to see how that kind of infused the team. You know, Orly put it on as a headband, as a rubber band for her ponytail.
It's in my hand.
Oh,
all right. You know, Sade had it wrapped around, you know, her ankle. So just tremendous.
You can have one. I got to keep one. Get one for yourself.
I can't even imagine how much stress Christy probably endured before she gave the speech today.
The past 2 weeks, for me personally, they've been tough. I've had, you know, a difficult time just kind of accepting the fact that I'm not starting right now. Just wanting to be a leader and just kind of being taken out of that spot. It hurt for me a great deal, but you know, I've had the support of my team. They keep me positive, they keep me upbeat, and even my family. I've had, you know, many discussions with my parents and my sister. So it's been a roller coaster, but I'm just trying to stay positive and be on the up and up, and just continue to play hard and play for my team. And I think that's what's going to get me through, definitely this time.
It was kind of a surprise coming from KT just because she's kind of laid back and quiet sometimes. But I think it shows that she's grown as a player and a person, and she knows that we need her vocal leadership in order for us to win.
Coming from KT, it's a mark of leadership from her, and I'm very happy. I'm very proud of her.
By her showing this and bringing this, bring a lot of respect. Everybody respects her right now, you know. So it was good. It was real good.
As they're seeing it unfold, that makes me really happy to see that they're recognizing characteristics in her that I know are there.
Yeah, when I see my teammates still wearing the wristbands, it means a lot for me just because, you know, they're taking what I had to say seriously, and they're, you know, buying into what I was saying, and they believe in it, and I think that's the most important thing. You have to believe in what this team wants to accomplish and wants to do, and sticking together is the way to do it.
You make breaks and you control your destiny by how hard you play in the NCAA tournament. That's why you get entitled to breaks. The harder you work, the luckier you get.
Kristi Tolliver not in the starting lineups. What's the story?
We just decided to start Sade, after the conclusion of the ACC tournament. We wanted to do two things. We wanted to have that vocalness and that energy brought to the court from the tip, and we wanted to take some of the pressure off of Kristi, that she doesn't have to feel like, she has to make every shot for us in order to be successful.
I was definitely excited to be starting. That's just somebody's dream always, so I was definitely pumped, energized, motivated. I was just ready.
Wiley Gatewood in transition, former National High School Player of the Year off to Shea Duran, and Duran with 5 early points for Maryland.
Sade came, pushed the ball, passed the ball. She came, brought energy, and just loved the role, embraced everything she did, and played alongside of everyone, and just made this team together better.
She's a different kind of point guard than what Kristi is. So, the fact that they can both bring their strengths to the table is a win-win for this team to be successful.
A lot of firepower on both offense and defense.
There is the outside shot we told you about from Kristi Tolliver.
She gave up her starting spot for Sade, and she took it the right way. I mean, she could have fallen down, and she took it the right way and came out today and played really hard and played great.
I'm proud of Kristi because she embraced her role and did a great job coming off the bench, giving us a lot of energy, and a lot of people could just mope and be like, I'm gonna take my starting spot, and then, Kristi decided to take one for the team and do what's best for all of us.
Great stroke, really good shooter. We'll see if she can hit this one, and she does. That is a long 2 for Kristi Tolliver.
Our passing was spectacular tonight.
Look at this, beautiful. You have the numbers, the dump back pass to the best finisher in college basketball. There again, another angle, the no look, the beautiful dish.
It's the best I've seen it.
We've been working on passing a lot, getting into the post, kicking it back out, and that's what we've really been working on, and I think it showed tonight.
Just the unselfishness, looking for the extra pass, wanting to make the extra pass to a wide open teammate to get them even a better shot.
There's Duran converting the layup. She's into double figures with 11, right around her season average. And Maryland blowing it open a bit.
I'll tell you, we're dangerous when we can play to that kind of level. I think the passing was twofold. We have spent a ton of time working on it in the course of the last 2 weeks in practice, but I also think it was a direct result of putting the team first.
Our passing was definitely a step up. It was like team first. I think it was really appropriate when KT gave us the bracelets in the beginning of the game, just like for the team, and we definitely played together.
The first time, all season that I can say that we really, really played as a team.
That's what we've been waiting for.
But Brenda Fries and Maryland will come out with the win. The defending champs move on.
Shea was balling!
If you rebound, you rebound. If you pass, you pass. If you shot, you shot. Everyone just played their role today, and that's why we were really successful the whole night.
All right, put it together. Nice job, nice win, all right? And I think of any lesson that we can take out of this game, you tell me, what's the lesson we take out of today?
Team together.
I mean, it's a lot of fun to watch how well you played together.
Oh yeah, 1 down. We got, I believe, 5 more to go.
The coach and the coaching staff actually goes to work now. You get a bite to eat, and you're right back at it in terms of watching film and getting your game plan together. Then you meet with the team at a later point and prepare for the next game. You're done with this game; it's over, and no time to enjoy it. You're on to the next game, which is going to be Ole Miss.
Everybody has got to be ready to play. So let's get everyone ready to go through. Everyone, you need your focus for the short time that we got today. Price, number 24, she is the real deal. Kodak All-American, SEC Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year last night. 7 for 11 from the field for 24 points, 7 rebounds, 4 offensive.
Ole Miss, they're a very athletic and fast-paced team, and it's going to be a great game because they play very similar to us.
Mississippi is a dangerous SEC team that, yes, we beat by over 30 points at one point in the season, but now, I mean, they're playing fearless, relentless, and they're very similar to a Georgia Tech team that did beat us not too long ago.
You have to understand, Ole Miss is going to be coming out in this game seeking revenge. You have to understand that factor of it.
We played them in the Bahamas earlier this year. I remember, we were just playing really well. We were on point with our passing, we were not turning the ball over, boxing them out, not giving them easy fast break layups. So we pretty much dominated that game because we stuck to the game plan.
I remember they're a very fast-paced team. They love to run the ball, and so do we.
I mean, you can't really base anything off that game, except for the fact that we played them, because every team is different come tournament time, and every team is gained a lot of momentum going into the tournament, so I don't think we can base anything off of that game.
This game is going to be totally different because this is the NCAA tournament. It means more. Everyone plays better during this time, and they're not going to fold over and just be like, hey, Maryland beat us, so they're going to beat us again. It's NCAAs. Anyone can beat anyone. It's great about women's basketball.
We are ready to go here in Hartford.
It's great to be here and support the team, because they're great representatives of the university. They work real hard, and they're just so fun to watch.
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Together! And here comes Price, and this is right in Ole Miss's wheelhouse. And another steal by Price, and she's got an easy 2. Our Minty Price already into double figures with 10, and that ends a very surprising first half in Hartford, trailing big 17 points.
Hey, we all missed some shots. I missed some easy shots. Who cares? We got to pick it up in the second half, y'all. Let's go, y'all.
Tolliver hanging and hitting, and Maryland back within 11. Marissa Coleman, the lead under 10 at 75-67. Tolliver, this one inside the arc.
I'm proud of the fact that our team never gave up tonight, but I'll tell you, all the credit goes to Ole Miss.
Ole Miss knocks off defending national champion Maryland.
Shane Orley, first and foremost, I want to thank you for everything that you've done for this program. 4 years that you've been in this Maryland uniform, you can walk out with your head high, knowing that you represented this program to the best degree that you could. And I'll tell you, you represented it well. And I'll tell you, underclassmen, if this isn't, unfortunately having to learn from Shea and Orly, if this is a way when you get ready to be juniors and seniors next year, we have no one to blame for but ourselves. Ole Miss deserved to win that game, not us. We didn't come hungry for this title, so we don't deserve it.
The biggest lesson they can take from this is to want to get back into the gym, to want to get working on their game, to not allow, in the off season to let any team or any opponent, any individual player get better than us. And I think there were teams out there last season, that got better because of us, and now Ole Miss is going to give us a gift and make us better as a team and as a program.
Just the way this whole season went, I've been telling the team I felt as though if we didn't win or didn't even come to the Final Four, I thought this whole season was a disappointment, and I definitely thought it was. And just to let Shea down, who I've been playing with for so long, and Orly, who's worked so hard the time she's been here, it's disappointing.
It's really weird to I wish I get to go work out on Monday, but I don't get to, and I'm done. And it's really hard.
Obviously, we don't feel good about what just happened. I feel like we let our teammates down, let our seniors down. I try to keep that in the back of my head the whole game. I know everybody else was to play for Orly and Shea. Right now we're just down.
The most disappointing thing, the thing that's hurt most of us right now, is that Shane Orly won't be back with us next season.
It's so frustrating. Like, I just don't even have words right now. I'm so frustrated, and
the worst part is that, you know, I'll never get to play with these girls again, and I'll never get to wear this jersey again. And it just hits you really hard. No other way to put it.